What's up, guys? So it's Saturday, and in this video, we're talking about Valentine's Day and flirtatious vocabulary about this day and in general in English. What flirtatious vocabulary you can use to flirt with people or to say nice words to people or make some nice actions, and how do you call them? All right, so briefly about this holiday, like Valentine's Day or Lover's Day, how I prefer to call it. Like there are a lot of history, and there are a lot of like murky. There are a lot of mysterious legends about it, like some people say. But one of the most popular is about the saint, and he was secretly helping young couples to get married long time ago in history, like during the Roman Empire. So I prefer to hold on to that, and I prefer to call it like Lover's Day. Now it's more popular like that way internationally. So now, what's the tradition on this holiday? Like people like to exchange postcards, like to the people they adore, or the people they like, or they have some feelings for, or just people around them who they want to appreciate. Now, exchanging postcards is a really, really old tradition, and I remember when I was at school, like we used to exchange postcards in elementary school, no, in primary school, pardon, and we used to like do that secretly. So like girls would put postcards under boys' desks, and like guys would do the same and leave some postcards under girls' desk secretly. And I always remember that like when I was in school, like I used to check my desk, what's below my desk after the break time, and I used to find it totally empty. And I was like thinking, why is nobody sending me postcards? I was sad about it, and I think on February 14, a lot of people are sad because especially single people who got no couples. And now I thought, like, why am I not getting any postcards? And then it came to me. It occurred to me that like it's actually me who's not sending postcards. So when you are not sending postcards to anybody, you cannot expect to have some postcards in return. So that was the story. It was funny, but like I realized it like later, many years later. So just like that. So let's move on with the vocabulary about 14th February, or the Valentine's Day, or the Lover's Day. And now the first word. Before the first word, I want to say, like, if you have feelings for somebody, or if you have someone you adore or you like, you should definitely send some postcards to them, and you will get some postcards back, hopefully. Now, the first word or phrase or collocation is to make eyes at somebody. To make eyes at somebody. It's funny. I got twisted. So, make eyes at somebody. Now, what does that mean? When you're looking at somebody, or when someone looks at you with like charming eyes, like Prince Charming, and doing like this, it's called making eyes at somebody. And this is a very, very, very extremely, it's an extremely flirtatious gesture when somebody's looking like that at you, like boy or girl, or like any of them. It's called making eyes at somebody, and usually we do this like when we're starting to flirt with somebody, and when we show the person that we like them, or somehow we have some feelings for them. So it's called making eyes at somebody. Now, some people take it for granted, and some people don't realize that they're doing it. But we learn it like instinctively, like and then naturally. We sometimes don't realize that we're doing it. But I believe some people who are highly pros, they know that they are doing it, and they're making eyes at somebody, and they send the chemicals, and the person gets the message that this person is positive about them and likes them, or has some feelings about them. Now, the same but similar phrase is ogling at somebody. It's a little bit worser when you ogle at somebody. It's like It's like more like men do it, like women do it. Like when you ogle at somebody, you like look at them like from upside down and scan them from the top to the bottom, and you look at them like you're not only making eyes, but you're like looking at them very, very, like in a very, very hungry way, like you're like as if they're your prey and you're the predator who's going to attack them soon. All right, so that's called ogling at somebody. Now, ogling at somebody is not really nice. It can be taken very aggressive and very too forward. So, and you might be mistaken. I mean, you might be misunderstood, not mistaken. All right, so and another vocabulary about the Lover's Day is like have a crush on someone. It's very popular, and usually it's a very popular question. Like usually. People have a crush on somebody on this day. Like when people like have a crush on somebody, they usually tell it on this day. And most of the people have a crush on other people like on this day because like there was a story of like there was a legend of the Cupid who shoots an arrow and makes people fall with one another, like boys and girls. So it's called having a crush on somebody. So have you ever had I believe you had a crush on somebody. So if you had a crush on somebody ever, you can post it, comment it below, and let me know. Like what was your crush? When was your first crush on someone? And did you what was the story? How did it end up? Now, I'm sure like when you have a crush on someone, like there comes the period when you have to tell about it, and it's our next vocabulary. It's called like when you're making a confession. When you're making a confession and when you're telling about your feelings like towards these people. This is the hardest part, and like for some people it's easy, for some people it's hard. But I think like if you have a crush on somebody and the right time to confess is February, I guess it's easier to do. Like you can do it first anonymously, like secretly, write a postcard and express your feelings, like confess about your feelings, and just send it. And when you see the reaction of the person, then you can tell it in person and identify yourself as a Valentine, and because that would be easier. Making a confession. And one other vocabulary that I forgot, it's also a funny word, a phrase to me, you probably never heard it, but it's called drooling over somebody. Like what is drooling over somebody? When you look at somebody, like, and you're like a lot of people go to the beach, and people like, let's go to the beach, and then like guys still say like we went to the beach and we were like drooling over some girls, or like maybe girls do it too, like they go to the beach and drooling over some guys, like some hot guys who look like Hollywood hunks and like really, really, really handsome and good looking. So it's called drooling over somebody. Like when you look at somebody and your saliva is coming out of your mouth, that's called drooling over somebody. So make sure, well, if you're drooling over somebody, you gotta go and confess and send a postcard. So happy Lover's Day, happy Valentine's Day, and I hope this vocabulary was fun and was interesting. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos every weekend, like every Saturday. I'll be posting these videos now, so it was your teacher Daskalos. If you have any questions, comments below. And so when it comes to music, like February 14, people always have like favorite songs, favorite love songs. So my favorite love song for Valentine's Day and for February 14 and for Lover's Day, it's like Eminem, my favorite rapper, and the song is called "Don't Die Alone." It sounds very sad, but it's actually very, very, very positive song for me. It's like very upbeat song. So if you're single, if you guys single, or I wish you to find your mate, your soulmate, and if you already have a crush on somebody, I wish you to go and confess about your feelings, because it's not really nice to keep it inside. So how to do that? Well, first of all, you can start making eyes at somebody, at the person you have a crush on. Be careful with Googling, all right? That might be misunderstood. And, right, just go ahead. Happy Valentine's Day. And don't die alone. That's my message.